I don't know where I am. The stream, I can't find the stream I made, guys. I don't know. Can you guys see me and hear me? Hello? Anybody? I'm gonna head over to YouTube now and see if you guys can see me. Ay, ay, ay. Hi, guys. Hello? Anyone? Let me see. Am I on YouTube? YouTube and Facebook. Am I on Facebook? This is not good. I should, 1 second. Oh, can you guys see me? I just need to know that everyone can. I don't see a chat either, guys. Unfortunately, my team's gonna have to help me out with the chat. I can't see the chat. Let me see. I'll head over to YouTube. Why is it always a big mess? Why? Okay. So my team is going to help me figure out the questions, but I just want to make sure that you guys can see me and hear me. It sure would be nice to see the chat. Let me head over to YouTube. Sorry, guys. You know, the world of live streaming. Oh, there I am. Okay. Oops. You guys can see me. There. That's better. Now at least I can see a chat. That's good. Alright. How are you guys? Sorry about the big mess. How's everybody doing today? I'm just gonna wait. Let everyone populate in here. Okay. How goes the battle? Where are you guys? Where are you guys? And are you locked down? Is it lockdown time? Time for oppression. Okay. I got a little presentation. I don't know if anything that I have is going to work, but we might as well go through the torture together. Rob K, your faithful followers are always used to tech issues. That is me. Yeah, that's me. It's incredible. You know, everything works in one live stream. Next live stream, everything falls apart. Nothing works. Nothing works. Calgary, Windsor, Ontario. I'm looking everywhere. I know you guys like me looking at you, but I have 50,000 windows open, and I've got a phone, and I've got stuff, so I'm gonna be looking everywhere. Look down slowly, being removed. What? Well, it seems like the only place we're allowed not to wear a mask is when we're like YouTubing and live streaming. Gosh, I'm sick of seeing face masks. So sick of face masks. This is unbelievable. You know, we should do a documentary when this is, if we're ever going to get out of this, about the horror show and everything we're going through right now. What else? So we'll see. I'm just going to wait a little bit longer until you guys are here, and then we can sort through the mess of my presentation and see what happens. Anyone dealing with Doug Ford there up in Ontario? How are you guys holding up there with what are they calling him nowadays? Doug Ford. What's the new names for him? Now that is an orange man bad. That's how I see it. Orange man bad. Are you guys frustrated? I'm losing my mind. I had a panic attack before I started the stream, which is good because all the negative energy is gone. But how are you guys holding up with this? I get anxiety when I walk out of the door. The minute I step foot out of the door now, I'm like, okay, who's going to give me a dirty look? Who's going to insult me? Who's going to order me? Who's going to tell me how to walk, what to wear, what to look like, what to say, what to do, how to feel? You guys tired of being ordered to be afraid? The fat bastard. That's what they're calling Doug Ford now. The fat bastard. Sorry, I'm not looking at the comments. I guess I should be looking. No face mask. Don't hide your beautiful face. Well, I was just told at work that I'm not allowed to walk around without a face mask. Not allowed. And I have a medical exemption. That's the funny thing. I actually have a medical exemption from the horror that I lived in my miserable existence for 26 years in a garbage bag. But who gives a shit? No one cares. Hi from New Zealand. Hello. Alright guys, here goes nothing. I am going to attempt, actually I should probably post this link. Can we post a link to the article? I wanna talk to you guys about Doug Ford and the fat bastard. But before I do that, I did want to go through this article with you guys. And I'm not sure if you guys have seen it before. Can you see this on the screen? Or no? Just need a yay or a nay? I guess oh, you can't. That's not good. You guys can't see this article? Okay. Well, maybe I should put the link. Can we put the link for the article in the chat so that they can go through it while I read some of it? Okay. Perfect. Thanks. So, okay. Oh, you guys can see the article. Okay. Sorry. I can't see what you guys can see. So, this guy is Yunus Kathrada. It's such an easy name to pronounce. And I don't know if I ever presented this to you guys, but he graduated from my part of the world. He graduated from a terrorist university in Saudi Arabia. That's what we call them. We call them terrorist-making universities. We don't actually call them by their actual names. We make fun of them. I just wanted, you can go through the article, you know, he's a Canadian guy, but it's just, this relates to the rebuttal that Doug Ford said, and I'm going to present his rebuttal. He likes this rebuttal a lot. It's a scripted rebuttal that he likes to like regurgitate a lot because it's the only thing he knows. But it truly does help understand. I come from this ideology. This is my culture. This is my religion. Used to be my religion, my background. So I can tell you that everything in this article is factual. But I wanted to read some of the common prayers that are used in Islamic prayers. And actually, before I go through that, let me just read you some parts from the article. So this guy is Sheikh Yunus. He's a South African born Canadian imam, Islamic studies teacher, community and youth activist. Yeah? He's a chaplain. He's also a public speaker. And he graduated with a BA from the College of Da'wah. It's a perfect name for that college. And Usul ad-Din at the Islamic University of Medina in 1994 in Saudi Arabia. This is who this guy is. He's been involved in grassroots da'wah, which is da'wah, in case you guys don't know, is propagation of Islam, or trying to convert people who are non-Muslim, trying to make Islam pretty, trying to make it nice and shiny for you guys to come and bite, so that it's like Hotel California, you can never leave, right? It's the end. With the Muslim community of Canada, he's here to convert the Canadians into Islam. And of BC, which is British Columbia in particular, he's very focused in BC. For the last 20 years, he has presented many topics on Islam in universities, because universities, it's important to, that's why you pay the money, right? So that you can become ideologically subverted, your children get ideologically subverted in universities. He goes to Alberta for Islamic Awareness Week. Do you guys invite him? Anyone from Alberta? Do you guys invite him? Do you like him? And he also presents the Introduction to Islam courses for high school and middle school students. Yeah, because that's what schools are supposed to do. Help facilitate da'wah, right? In Canada. Is that not what the function of school is? Indoctrination, right? Gotta indoctrinate those kids. He was previously Imam of an Islamic center in Vancouver. He was also the founder and the teacher of Al-Madina Academy in Victoria. This is hysterical. Al-Madina Academy in Victoria. Growing up in Saudi Arabia, our schools didn't have names like Halifax School or, I don't know, Toronto University or Victoria Garden or something. Why are you guys adopting these names? It's so odd. As well as the acting imam of the masjid there, which is a mosque. That's the Arabic term for a masjid, is a mosque. He then moved to Malaysia, where he was teacher and then principal of Al-Tamimi International School in somewhere, I can't pronounce that, for almost 7 years. He's really focused his work on ideological subversion. While in Malaysia, he continued to give talks at various universities. All right. So that's this guy, and Yunus Qathrada, on July 8th, shared on his official Facebook page Islamic prayers, which are oh my gosh, I need glasses. Published, anyway, that's the website that they were published. I wanted to go through some of these, the prayers with you. Where is the one in English? Oh Allah, grant victory to your religion, your book, and the sunnah of your prophet and your monotheist slaves. Because in Islam, we are openly called slaves. You are, the term for slave in Arabic is abd. And The other names, the names in Arabic, like Abdullah or Abdul Aziz or whatever, Abdul Mu'min, those are, Abd means slave, and the other part of the word is God's name. So God has 99 names, and men, especially men, tend to have that name. So the slave of God. If it's not Muhammad, it's the slave of God. So that's normal for us. I'm going to read some other prayers. I want to find a good one. This big part of our prayers is us praying to God to destroy the West, Western civilization, to destroy the Christians, to destroy and curse the Jews, to destroy any non-believers and all non-believers. That's a big part of our prayer when we pray. So I just wanted to find a good one that captures our prayers. Oh Allah, bring about what you promised them. Oh Allah, bring about what you promised them in your book. Because in the book, Allah promises a lot of punishment and death and destruction to the Jews as well as to the Christians. And I still can't find a good one. Our Lord, pour upon them patience, make them steadfast, and grant them victory over the disbelievers. This is, I guess, talking about the jihadis. Oh Allah, plot for them and suffice them with what you please. If you support them, then nobody can overpower them. And if you forsake them, then who will be able to support them after you? Anyhow, it goes on, and you can definitely go through this on your own and read all the hate that we like to put out when we pray in the name of Allah and in the name of Islam. So the video that I wanted to actually play for you guys might be a little bit, hang on, I'm gonna have to actually remove the video altogether. It's not playing. Give me a second, guys. Chat within yourselves. I'm gonna remove it and then I'm gonna put it back, okay? I just want to make sure. Nope. This is what I want. Properties. So that's where it is. Sorry guys, hang on. I do apologize. I need to delete this and I'm going to put it right back in here. But the reason I wanted to present this article for you guys, and then browser source, which would it be? Browser? No, image. And now I can't seem to be able to add it. Hang on. Media source, that's what I want. Add. Sorry, hang on. Browse. This one. Okay, guys, get ready. It's gonna play. I can't control it.
With all due respect,
and when it's done playing,
the Liberal member, he can play politics and bring in the Muslim community, Mr. Speaker. What he hasn't done, that I have done, our family has done, we brought a young Muslim boy into our family, have lived with us, have lived with us for 10 years.
How do I get
Judge, the Premier, I have to interrupt. Clock's ticking. I'm asking the official opposition to come to order. The clock's ticking. Premier has the floor.
The video isn't playing, guys.
My Muslim brother that I shared a room with,
Can you
I
hear
shared
the
my
volume?
clothes with, I shared my food with for 10 years. That's what you don't understand. You're playing politics, Mr. Speaker. I don't play politics. I support the Muslim community unequivocally, 1,000%. No arguments. Thank you.
Stop.
Did I talk over it? Oh my God, this is such a shit show. There is a lag. Sorry. All right. So you guys just saw that? You saw Doug Ford telling his little story. That's Doug Ford, who's always... Do you know how many times he's been warned? Do you know how many times he has been warned about the extremists in his party? And what does he do? He pulls out his scripted... This is the scripted BS about his Muslim brother that grew up with him. This is how they... By the way, this is how you conflate. Just because the left do this, do they not? I know a Muslim guy, and thus there is no Islamic terrorism, and thus let us all generalize. Isn't that what the left does? Right? The collectivist mentality. I know a Muslim, so they're all the same. They're all the same. They're tokens, right? We helped. Like, it's so disgusting. There's so many ways I can tackle what he just said. But what do you guys think? This conflation and laziness, stupidity, ignorance? What would you call this? What do you call that? How can you lump everyone like this? You are such a delight. Thank you. Mitcha? Anyhow, I'm shocked at your leaders. When does he do this with, like, what other topics can your leaders brush on and conflate in this manner and be able to get away with it, other than the topic of this ideology? And why do they do this, by the way? Why can't he say, like, that there are Islamic terrorists? Why can't he say this? Who commits terrorism? When was the last time you saw a Buddhist commit a terrorism? Jews? Do they do this? Do they commit terrorist acts? Why are we conflating constantly when it comes to this one specific ideology? Can anyone tell me? I'm Arabic speaker, so I know what they are doing. Troll not. What are they doing? Like, because I usually try to explain how Islamists, why they're here in the West, what their goal is, why they immediately go for the politicians and make sure that they become buddies with them. What do you think? And I get accused, of course, of being a liar and a conspiracy theorist, and not all Muslims, just like Doug Ford here said with his this person that he grew up with. Because one person was good, then they're all good. I'm a Jew and know many, and we do not commit terrorism. I don't know of any Jews that have committed any kind of terrorism. But it's frightening to me, because these people, the Islamists, they have a long game, and this long game they've been planning it since I was a little girl, since I since I was being indoctrinated in schools. We grew up knowing about these universities, like the university that I just showed you in the article. That is what we call these universities, because that is what these universities are there for. And that is what they do. They pump out evil, hateful men with very extremist mindsets. And the ideologies that is implanted in their heads has now reached you guys here in Canada, with Doug Ford protecting it. And saying that, he grew up with a Muslim guy who was lovely. What do you say to him? This ignorant man who is the Conservative Party leader in Ontario. Muslim Brotherhood, Black Lives Matter, and Antifa. Yeah. So the university this guy graduated from, I can't even begin to tell you the scripture, the ideologies that are being taught. You might as well, if ISIS were to create a university, this would be it. That's it. These universities were created by Wahhabis. Wahhabis are terrorists. They created the Wahhabis created the monster that is ISIS. That was the product of that ideology. So when they make universities to breed this ideology by the masses, like hundreds of thousands of men graduate from these universities, and a lot of these universities are designed for men, not women. Women don't go there. Women go to other universities to get brainwashed. But these are specifically designed to produce religious authorities, thugs, who are now here in Canada being protected, and your leaders are in Parliament talking very nicely about them. Doug Ford will not get elected. He's a piece of shit on all levels. Mega Jig Princess. So Doug Ford essentially now is giving the okay for these religious thugs, because they're victims. In the end, the bullshit story that he said, that's what you have to go with, because that's it. That's the narrative. That's the only narrative allowed. So these Wahhabis, let me tell you what they do to us in the Middle East. So when they graduate the terrorist universities and they become terrorists, they immediately start a job. They go to the station. There's endless religious police stations. Every corner, in every street, in every city in Riyadh has a religious police station. So they just go apply, and it's all good. They take the university piece of shit degree. Sorry, I'm swearing a lot today. And they get a job. Their job description is assaulting, mainly women and little girls, assaulting them, terrorizing them, scaring the bejesus out of them, mortifying them, giving them endless PTSD, and abducting them, and maybe killing them, probably raping them, if they get a chance without anyone seeing. That is the function of and accusing us and framing us. That's their function, and the hate. Vilifying us, chasing us around. That's what they do, and that is the reality of it all. And they do the same for men, but not to this extent that they terrorize the women. They really take a lot of joy terrorizing us, because when we're walking, let's say I got out of my car and I went to the shopping mall, so the religious, they're everywhere, right? Like cockroaches. Their job is to look at you. Now, mind you, in Islam, it actually says that a man is supposed to lower his gaze when he sees a woman. But these men, their job is to examine a woman that is in front of them, like scan her from top to bottom, what is showing, what skin parts are showing, call her out in public and shame her, and then terrorize her. And if she doesn't oblige, and if she doesn't listen, you must do something. You have to arrest her. Usually arrest is in the form of terrorizing her to get into the car, because they don't like touching us. We're very filthy, and they don't want to get contaminated. So they yell at us with the stick until we get into the GMC, or they sort of surround us, because they're usually a mob of men. They surround us until they chase us, they get us out of the mall. Another method of terrorizing women, believe it or not, and you're going to see these methods now pop up with the face masks and the quarantines coming. Another method is they would go into the shop that you were going in or that you are in, and they stand between you and the shopkeeper, preventing you from buying anything and preventing the shopkeeper from tending to you. That's one of their tactics. Sorry, I'm talking a lot. I'm going to check the chat. That's because they're cowards. Well, according to Doug Ford, they're all lovely people and he grew up with a Muslim. This is the story now. You have to find a rebuttal for Doug Ford's story. Because it doesn't matter what you say to him, you're going to hear that one story. Right? There's always one story for the left. One story for tragedy, one story for something good, and that's what they base everything on. Everything. All the decisions. No other stories allowed. Rob K. Rob K. Nobody. Tom Quiggin spent 20 years as an intelligence officer in the Canadian military, then worked for the RCMP and others. He's court expert, both federal and Ontario Supreme Court. Yeah, I know this. But you're talking also to Canadians, Rob. I have come to understand something about Canadians. This has been an incredible journey. A journey of growth and growing up and waking up for me. I've always been awake. I went into a little bit of a slumber. I went into a slumber, but I have been shocked at the level of... A lot of Canadians go around saying we're atheists, we don't believe in God, we're atheists, we don't have a God, we're free thinkers. You're not free thinkers. You've simply replaced God with government. That's all you've done. Canadians, at least in my province, CBC, I don't know, some sort of hypnosis. I don't know what's behind CBC. Does CBC use magic? Like, what's the deal with CBC? Anyway, it's other than mainstream media and your leaders, Canadians won't listen to anyone. And I am collectivizing, yes, I am generalizing. Because their reality is this. This is our reality. Okay, what else are you guys saying? Rose May, do you believe there are moderate Muslims? My neighbors are Lebanese Muslims, and they are quite lovely and very kind. Yes, I do believe there are moderate Muslims, and I get into this argument a lot on Facebook, and I've stopped engaging in this argument because I find it's hard to type the words. Guys, again, the problem in Canada is conflation. And I'm going to have to keep repeating this. Islam is an ideology. Muslim is a person. Islam, I know it's a big problem here in Canada. It's not a good ideology. I know we have Muslims, that's fine. I have no problems with Muslims, and I'll explain why. I don't like the ideology itself, but I'm a free thinker. And it's my right to criticize ideologies. Muslim is a human being. Muslim is a person, not an ideology. Even though the ideology can be extreme, and it is, it doesn't matter where you go, it's extreme. It doesn't matter how much you dumb it down or what you call it, it's an extreme form of ideology. Muslims have the right to interpret whatever they wish from it, And they also have the right to cherry pick. It is what it is. And that is what they do. They cherry pick and they go by the parts that they like, and you need to understand this. Not all Muslims are bad. They're not. They're not. It's a lot of people follow weird ideologies, and they are more comfortable where if the ideology itself calls for the death of the person if they leave it, what is the option for you but to follow the parts of it that you deem fit for you? You tailor it for yourself. So yes, there are moderate Muslims. I'm fine with that. I'm fine. I'm not going to vilify people who follow an ideology that they were born into. But Islam itself, various forms of it do exist. Yes. Back to the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. Brandon loves horror cinema. You keep changing your name, Brandon. Hopefully many more in Islam will discover science, travel, and Richard Dawkins. Richard Dawkins. He's something else, this guy. He's a crazy leftist, eh? Very crazy. He scares me. I don't like him. Do not like him. You have to be moderate. When you leave an ideology, you can't go to the extreme. And I find Richard Dawkins to be a little bit, I don't know, radical? I guess if you can call an atheist radical? But that's my opinion. I'm not saying, like, that's just how I see him. Now, mind you, a lot of the left see me as a radical. Not sure why. Rose May, thanks for taking the time to answer my question. I guess that to be a moderate Muslim, you have no choice but to cherry pick with religious beliefs. You don't. The Islam is not an easy ideology to deal with, nor is it an easy ideology to exit. It took me I didn't leave it openly until I was in Canada, and you guys need to understand that. I was never convinced with it internally, but I never found the courage to openly say I am ex-Muslim until I came here, and even then, it takes practice. I need to keep saying it because it's a comfort thing, right? Okay, you guys didn't like me talking about Dawkins, all right. What else? What other questions do you guys have? Hopefully many, no, okay. Carl Dun. Oh my gosh, you guys are talking with each other, okay. Let's see. To Iman, I know, I didn't change my name. My last account got strangely terminated last week. Yes, so I am preparing myself for a potential deplatforming off of a lot of the current social media, but mainly YouTube. So I am on Odyssey and I am on Library. So the links, I believe, are in the description. The other questions that women from my background tend to have is at what point do you guys think we're going to see, I don't know, a replication of what we live through, Muslim women live through in the Middle East, in Western countries? What are your guys' thoughts on that? So, for example, where I come from, sexual harassment and sexual assault is normal. And it is actually a normal method of interaction between men and women, especially the not religious, but they pretend to be religious men who, I guess they're afraid of women, can't get a woman, they're not married, they can't get an arranged marriage done. Sexual harassment is normal. It's their way of getting their way. So when this starts occurring here, is Doug Ford going to say, my brother that I grew up with was Muslim? He's going to start shaming women. What do you guys think? With this behavior and with this type of attitude and with this type of ignorance from your leaders, is this a good thing? You should get on Rumble. It's a much smoother video platform than BitChute. A lot of platforms seem to be popping up now, and I think I'm gonna end up having to pick and choose, guys. It's gonna have to come down to which platform is better, which suits me best, and which one you guys end up congregating to. I can't spread myself out on everything. I'm gonna lose you all. Like, I would like it if we were focused on a specific area. Where do you see Tommy, where do you see Toronto in 5 years? I'm not in Toronto. I don't know what Toronto looks like right now. But given this, if this is what you guys have, I don't know. It's not hopeful. It's not hopeful. This is a man now. He's letting people down in multiple ways. Like, it truly is sad how he has shifted who he is. It seems like you guys elected a different person than the person you guys have now. I didn't hear this rhetoric. He was a big Trump fan and big conservative guy and let's keep businesses open and yeah. And now all I see is, I don't even know what I see. I don't know. He's definitely a voice to support extremism, it seems. Very disappointed in him. Very disappointed. Colombo, so which platform do you prefer? Well, Library and Odyssey seem to be blockchain based. I like that. My understanding is nobody can delete your videos from these platforms except you, because of the fact that they are blockchain operated. Now and again, their apps are going to be released fairly soon. So it seems that this is a good start. These are good platforms. Sorry guys, hang on. Just a little one godless woman. What do you think of current love jihad here in the West? What does that mean? Love jihad? I'm not sure I know what that means, guys. Love jihad. Special K on acid. One godless woman. As a medical professional, what are your thoughts on masks? Masks. Yeah. I don't like them. I don't even know where to go with this mask situation. It's reached like magnificent hysteria right now. And I'm struggling with people in public right now because I'm a doctor and I'm being approached by the most ignorant of people. And they are ordering me to put a mask on. It's nothing. It's just put a mask on. You're not allowed here without a mask. That's what I get right now. And this is wrong. And this is a problem. And the mask for me is now a tool of oppression. So you guys can look at the mask however way you want. The mask is designed to protect me, not you. Your government has flipped the script. That's wrong. And you guys can't do that. Can't flip scripts. Okay? So the religious, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to put the mask subject down because I can sit here for 2 hours and talk about the mask. In Saudi Arabia, the religious authorities, the reasoning for making women, for flogging us, for jailing us, for raping us, for destroying our lives, and for shaming us over not wearing hijab is because we are supposed to cover our face so that we do not lure men into committing the sin of rape. They have put the sin of rape, the crime of rape on us. And your government has done the same with the masks. And that makes me I actually am getting nauseous just saying these words right now. So I'm going to stop talking. But that's how I feel about the masks. The script has been flipped and that needs to stop. One godless woman, Muslims courting non-Muslims girls to marry, that's the easiest way to convert women into Islam and to trap them. So my advice usually, as bad as this might sound, guys, especially to women who don't know much about Islam, stay away from this ideology, is what I say to them. Masks in Arabic is niqab. Do you think that's a coincidence? I don't know. I think it's a tool of oppression. That's truly what I think. And for what it's worth, guys, I do have a... You know what? I'll leave it till the end. I'll leave it till the end. I look at you and I just want to ask you out for dinner. Colombo. Well, honey, it's gonna be with a mask. And actually, at this point, we probably can't even go out because we're going back into lockdowns. Brandon loves horror cinema. Iman, in the future, as you said, during the last live stream, will you one day talk about the hypocrisy over in the Middle East? One day. I mean about all of the pork eaters and cheaters over there. The hypocrisy is everywhere. The hypocrisy is here. The hypocrisy is there. Doug Ford is the biggest hypocrite. Aaron O'Toole is another hypocrite who's putting you all at risk. I've never seen such hypocrites as the leaders, conservative party leaders here in this country. Oh, yeah. I remember Doug Ford campaigning. Oh, wow. I actually used to help. I joined a group and I used to help promote him. That's what I get now. Special K on acid. Thank you. You're welcome, my dear. Let me just make sure I covered everything that I was supposed to cover here today. That's actually that's an interesting point. Do you know who terrorists kill more than anyone, especially Islamic terrorists? Do you know who they kill more than anyone? Throw it at me in the chat. Tell me, who do Islamic terrorists kill more than anyone? Here's a quiz for you guys. Do you guys know who Islamic terrorists kill more than anyone? The revolts in Egypt. Yes, the Coptic Christians, yes, they targeted them. But who did they kill more than anyone? The Muslim Brotherhood. They kill Muslims. That's right. I drink Legos. You got it right. Miss Nobody. Brandon loves heart. Women. Well, that comes with the territory. Women. But they kill Muslims. So when your leaders are conflating words and everything, like, honestly, this is just a big freaking joke right now. And I hope somebody tells Doug Ford this. Shame. What a shame. What Colony Court, Trump, Boris, Ford, Kenny. A parade of betrayal. No more discount nationalist. Well, it's interesting to me because I never thought up until 5 years ago, I never thought I would see the day that Saudi Arabia would begin reforming itself. And I thought that if the day came, that it would be a lie, that I wouldn't believe it. But here I am. The day has come, and I don't think it's a lie. I truly believe that Saudi Arabia is reforming itself, and it wants to get rid of this hateful ideology. But now look at the West. Now look at Canada. Now look at your conservative leaders. Yeah. What other questions do you guys have? And we're probably going to be closing shortly here. I am sorry this was a little bit messy, this stream. But one thing I wanted to let you guys know is that my citizenship application, I've been a little bit quiet with COVID, but it was rejected. It was returned to me. And unfortunately, I have reached a point right now. What do you think of MBS? He's another royal. That's what I think of MBS. I'm not going to sing his praises. I don't think Al Saud are benevolent people. I think they're making changes to better suit the new Saudi Arabia that they want. But it's still the same for the most part. It's still a dictatorship. They're still the ruling family. They just want to get rid of the Wahhabis for whatever reason. On a personal note, your hair is so lovely. Are you growing it out? Off topic, I know. My hair is, yes, I am growing it out. I am growing it out, and I'm not going to cut it for a while because I guess we're going into a lockdown. But I'm going to hold off resubmitting my citizenship application for a while. I don't know where things are headed in Canada, and I can't remain in Canada if this is the end for us. I cannot live under this, guys. I thought we would be able to fix it and resolve things, and there's still hope. There's always hope, right? But right now, the way things are headed, I'm going to hold off resubmitting my citizenship application. I just wanted to update you guys. It has been rejected. I'm just holding off a little bit. Ha ha ha. What else? It's lovely. I can't believe your citizenship was rejected. It wasn't. It was a stupid... Like, if I told you the reason, you'll cry. You'll cry. It's not even a good reason. It was, honestly, a technicality. It was a technicality because it was a leap year. They got me because it was a leap year. Yeah. So I'm just going to wait a little bit until the COVID stuff is done. Until we see maybe probably early 2021. And then I'm probably going to decide if I'll stay in Canada or if I'm going to leave. What's going to happen. If I can even leave. You know. Any other questions, guys, for me before I go? And again, I'm sorry. Every live stream is its own freaking own life form at this point. I can never guarantee what's not going to work, what's going to work, what mishaps, what I'm not going to be able to read. And so I do apologize. At some point, this will be very easy and flowing, and I won't struggle as much. So bear with me. If you have any other questions, just let me know. Throw them at me in the chat. Marry me, then you can stay. Corey Ort. That's not fair to you, my dear. That's not fair. Mr. Nobody, I like you. You're my role model. Well, Thank you. I appreciate it. Sadly, a lot of people in society right now don't like me because, you know, I show my face. I could, if Suzanne Stack, if I could adopt you, if only do like the illegals and come through Roxham Road. Stay in a hotel, get paid. I couldn't do that. That's the thing with me, guys. I couldn't do that. I had to do it the right way. I stayed forever. You didn't think I could marry any guy, any Spanish guy or some dude, Canadian guy, American guy. I could have done it. I wanted to do it the right way. I wanted to be proud. I wanted to do it, and I did it. I just didn't think it would end this way, with the country that I escaped to turning to shit. Oh, okay. Okay, ask some more questions. I'll stick around a little bit more. I'm getting all teary-eyed. You guys are making me all teary. Stop. John, can't see when I teary-eyed. I can't see now. Bureaucrats, what the fuck? I spelled it wrong the first time. Okay, are you still in Nova Scotia? Doesn't matter where I'm at, my dear. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter anymore. What other questions? Don't give up. I'm not giving up. I'm not. No, you see, put honesty on hiatus and do it successfully. Oh, you know what, guys? You gotta stop being emotional with me. I'm gonna cry. But my next video is about Bitcoin. Do you guys have any questions about Bitcoin? If you do, throw them at me in the chat there. Okay. Would you like to come to the USA? I would love to come to the USA. We respect you for your integrity. Thank you. A lot of people don't these days. You know who people respect? People like Doug Ford, Erin O'Toole, Justin Trudeau. Those are the people that are respected. Yeah. People like me, I'm a white supremacist. That's what I am. Right? White supremacist. Or an Islamophobe. You can take your pick. Either or. Or both. I could be both. Oh yeah, the other thing, guys, is I have a Telegram channel. And I'm gonna link it. It should be also linked in this description. Once this video is done and you come back and check the description, you'll see all the links to everything. But I do have a Telegram channel. I created it to stay in touch with you guys. And with the censorship that's going on Facebook, even Instagram is crazy censorship now. I created a Telegram channel so we can stay in touch. Even if I'm not in there chatting actively with you guys, you chat with each other, plan, talk, organize, do stuff, right? What else? Brandon loves horror cinema. I think you may be more comfortable here in the southern United States, Iman. I love the States. I love all the West. I don't hate any country in the West. I love everything. It's just Canada's giving me a little bit of a hard time right now. Cogito ergo sum. Don't go to New Zealand. They are close to Canada in their path. She's trying to get away from the Muslim influence. I don't think I'll go to New Zealand. It has to be somewhere close. Rose May, what gives me hope, though, is the amount of hate in Doug Ford's Instagram account. I haven't looked. Oh my gosh. What's on it? I have to go look now. Now I'm excited. Now I'm going to go join in the hate fest with Doug Ford. Oh my gosh. What are they doing to him? You see? And he does this in Parliament. He pretends, no. He's another Justin Trudeau. This guy, he's been, Justin Trudeau rubbed off on Doug Ford. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Brandon loves horror cinema. Think you may be more... yeah. Okay, sorry. I've already read that one. Well, you'll always be welcome to hear. I know, and I'm grateful, and I'm so thankful for the West. You guys, as much of a mess as you're in right now, you're still so much better. So much better. You're just a little bit confused right now. Don't worry. That will get sorted out soon, hopefully. Could Bitcoin make it possible to take cash out of the economy? Now there's an interesting question. Okay, I'm gonna put this question in my little, my list of questions, and I'll try to address this in my next video, or I could do a live stream after my Bitcoin video to specifically answer your Bitcoin questions, guys. So populate them here, and I'll get back to them, okay? Even if I don't respond to them today, don't worry. Joe Biden is another Trudeau. Joe Biden is a senile Trudeau. Joe Biden is Trudeau in a nursing home. Can somebody put him in a wheelchair and take him to a nursing home? Please? He should not be president. It's wrong. It's wrong. He's sick. You can see it, right? You can see. He's senile. America right now and Canada, North America? Phew. Yeah. Sandra D, thank you. Sandra D. Thank you for the education. It's not education, my dear. I'm just telling you my stories. That's just a story of my life. That's what I know. What do you think about the U.S. election? Will Trump win? Do you guys want to know what I think about the U.S. election? And if Trump is going to win? The man can't complete a damn sentence. I'm presuming this is Joe Biden. No, he can't. Joe Biden is senile, guys. He's got dementia. And I don't need to... I'm a physician. I know a dementia when I see it. He's got dementia. What do you think about the U.S. election with Trump? And I think Trump has already won. I think what you're seeing now is Trump coming back to destroy. He wants to come back with an iron fist, and he wants it to happen. Once the things begin to happen, it's not going to stop. So I think we're just priming for that now. So we just got to wait. We just got to go through it. I think the election was a fraud in the States. I think it was a joke. That's what I think. And I truly believe Trump won. And if anything else happens but that, I think we're going to be seeing some very unhappy Americans. You're going to feel that rumble. Lockdowns or no lockdowns. And if you know, it's actually funny. And it brings back memories of what happened in Egypt between 2010 and 2014 when the Muslim Brotherhood took over. All of this. People in the West don't understand something about people like me. We've seen all this before. We've gone through all of this before. We can actually spell it out to you, play by play. Everything that happened, we can spell it out to you. You guys are the ones who have not seen this at all, not us. I know that the election in the US was fraudulent and rigged, because that's exactly what happened in Egypt when the Muslim Brotherhood won. And when the people finally rose and rejected them, they would not let go of power. They wouldn't. The same way you're hearing these stories come out of the United States, oh, you know, these people that certified results, but then withdrew their certifications, saying that they were being intimidated and bullied and harassed and their families threatened. Same thing happened in Egypt. People who voted for Morsi said that they did so under duress. They were being threatened. That's how terrorists operate. They steal elections. Crazy proxy, the BS with Dominion machines makes me question the results in Canada. You should absolutely question the results in Canada. We use these machines. Your Conservative Party leaders use these machines in the races that gave you, I believe, who did it give you? It gave you Andrew Scheer, and it gave you, who else? Was it Erin O'Toole? Did they use Dominion? The Conservative Party leader uses Dominion during their leadership race. I'd love as an American to see Canadian alt news channel Rebel Media interview Eman. Rebel, I don't think they would. I don't know why though. I don't know. You heard of what? John Yeonmi Park? Don't know what that is, guys. You guys throw interesting things at me every now and then. I feel very uninformed. I don't know what that is. Yeonmi Park? Am I pronouncing it right? Brandon loves horror cinemas. Yeah, no, they won't interview me. I'm poo-poo. I'm no good. Everyone's afraid of me. The immigrant who left a Muslim majority country to come to Canada to be free. I'm a scary woman. Yeah, your leaders, they're scared of me. Carol Nimble, have a question about halal on foods here in South Africa. Yeah? Halal food. Gotta love it. It's everywhere in the Western world. How come bacon isn't everywhere in the Middle East, guys? You should make sure. Pump your bacon. Everywhere. Middle East, Saudi Arabia. Make sure it goes to Mecca, Medina, the terrorist universities. Send them some. Send them some on a slab. Tell them Ramadan Kareem. Halal bacon. Rob K, they used Dominion to elect O'Toole. Was it O'Toole? Okay. Why do you think they had to stop counting due to the... Well, every time they did this with O'Toole and they did this with Andrew Scheer. Oh, the machine started eating the ballots and they shredded them. And we don't know what happened, but he won. Okay. Okie dokie then. Yes. Yes, he won, yes. This is the Canadian elections. Oh, he won? Okay. Okay, he won. But don't say anything because it's a conspiracy theory. Everything's a conspiracy theory. Can't talk about anything. It's a conspiracy theory. Can't ask questions. You're a conspiracy theorist if you ask a question. Right? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Rob K. Oh. Yeonmi Park is a woman who escaped North Korea and is now living in the U.S. She tells her story on YouTube. Oh, okay. I'll check it out. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you. I'll check it out, guys. What else? I thought we were supposed to finish. And we're here talking more. She is valuable. Societal asset. I'll elaborate. She exposes the sheer malevolence contained in Islamic culture. Okay. How perverse and... Oh, okay. Donald McLean ballots. Yeah. Were burnt at 4 a.m. So McKay couldn't have a recount. Is that what they do? Really? They destroy them? Is that why they rush to destroy the ballots? So that there's no way to go back and check anything. Isn't that something? And here we are, Lockdown number 2. Sounds like Dominion voting machines to me, controlled by servers in Germany. Yeah. Become a citizen and run for government. My dear, I don't know. I don't know what's happening in your governments anymore. I don't know if this is an environment I want to be in, to be honest. Your government scares me. The corruption in the Canadian government scares me. Yep. Trump won. I know Trump won. I know this. The world doesn't. The world doesn't want to know this. The world wants Biden. Okay. For what it's worth, I'm a believer. If the process is completed, the investigation, the courts, everything, due process takes place, and Biden is truly the winner, I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it. But I'm not okay with it without due process, without a proper investigation. That's my problem right now with the left and with a Biden win. Other than that, I'm not obsessed with Trump. I'm not in love with Trump. I see Trump as a man who has finally given the Middle East a chance at peace. Trump is the face of a new moderate world in the Middle East that does not involve hate of the Jews or wars, which is why I would like it if Trump would win, because the Middle East has not seen a day of rest. You guys in the West need to wake up out of the coma that you are in. You have had nothing but peace in the West. And when you have had some kind of strife or unrest, it was a very short-lived period of time, except for the disgusting Holocaust that happened. So please allow the Middle East wish and hope for us the same peace that you want for yourselves. Do not be selfish in wanting peace and serenity for yourselves while you condemn half of the world to war. That's all I ask. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry I got a little bit heated at the end. Oh, wait. Cogito ergo sum pauses are common in Latin America, counting the ballots. Yeah. Maybe my future should be in Latin America. Have a very good night, guys. I love you all, and I do apologize if I was a little bit off today. I'm still learning the ropes. Take care, guys.